Even though this generation of RDX really isn't that old, it's a very important vehicle for Acura. It's their second best-selling vehicle in the United States. So for 2016, it has received a moderate refresh. Now be sure and click down there on that subscribe button at the bottom of your screen so you can be updated on all of my latest videos, including the complete review on the 2016 RDX coming up in about 2 weeks. The first thing you'll notice about the 2016 RDX is the new front-end look. It's been completely reworked for 2016. We get a slightly smaller beak right over here, and then we get a full LED headlamp module styled after the rest of the Acura lineup. This is LED high beams and LED low beams, and then we also have fog lights down here on some models, as well as front parking sensors. Obviously, since this is just a refresh, the size of the RDX has not changed for 2016. This still slots between the Lexus NX and the Lexus RX in terms of overall size. The rear end also receives a styling tweak with some new LED tail lamp modules and a slightly different bumper design. Behind the tailgate, you'll still find more cargo room than you'll find in most of the European entries, but a little bit less than you'll find in the Lexus RX. There has been some confusion about the changes under the hood for 2016. We do not get the 9-speed automatic that you do find in the Acura MDX. We still have the older 6-speed transmission under this hood. The engine has been tweaked slightly to produce a little bit more power and a little bit more torque, but mainly it's been tweaked to improve the cylinder deactivation system's usefulness. That gives you a little bit better fuel economy in real-world driving versus the 2015 model. The power figures place the RDX firmly in the middle of the pack. This is actually a little bit more power than you'll find in most of the base models, not quite as much power as you'll find in most of the top-end models from the competition. However, the RDX is one of the lightest entries in this segment. The biggest change on the inside for 2016 is this new 2-screen infotainment system. This is very similar to what you find in the rest of the Acura lineup. There is a separate video review on this on my channel if you want to go into this in detail. And we also have a new color LCD right here between the speedometer and the tachometer in some models. You can also now get an 8-way power passenger seat instead of the 4-way version we got in 2015. There's still a bit more legroom in the back than you'll find in most of the entries in this segment, even though the RDX is not the largest entry in this segment. Starting at $35,270, the 2016 RDX is still one of the best values in this segment. Acura is now also bundling their latest Acura Watch technologies with this vehicle. That's what they're calling the package that includes the collision warning system, the radar cruise control, the collision mitigating braking system, as well as the lane keeping assistance system. Acura is not being as aggressive with that package in the RDX as they are with the ILX, but you will still find that package on many vehicles on dealer lots. Acura has certainly done their best to keep this model fresh, and like other Acuras, this has a solid value proposition. We get standard feature content that you don't find in many of the models out there, like the standard full LED headlamps, which are very good. You don't really find those in many of the competitors, even as an option on high-end trims. Now, we don't have the same kind of luxury trappings on the inside as you'll find in some of the competition, but the Acura does combat that with an absolute value price tag. Thanks for taking the time to check out this video. Go ahead and watch out for the complete review on the 2016 RDX coming up in about 2 weeks. In the meantime, comment down there in the comment section down below and let me know what you want me to cover in the full review of the 2016 Acura RDX. I'll see you next week.